Howdy folks, Happy New Year to you. Welcome to the recap of the 2025 bold predictions. Every year I give you 3 indicators I think will tell the tale in real estate, and what makes them bold is that I give you numbers, not just narratives on what I think is going to happen in the world of real estate. And now that 2025 is in the books and the data is in, let's take a look at the scorecard and see how I did. The 3 numbers that I'm going to give you to talk about what we'll see in real estate this year are number 1, inventory, number 2, interest rates, and number 3, sales prices. But let's get into it without further ado, the 2025 bold predictions. 2025 bold prediction number 1 is inventory. My prediction is that in the first week of January of next year, 2026, we will have 2,800 available homes for sale. Welcome back to the recap. Inventory, 2,800 homes available was my prediction. And I absolutely nailed this one. That's why I've got it here in green, because at the first week of January in 2026, we had 2,750 homes available. Yes, that's 50 different than my prediction. However, I predicted a 14 to 15% increase. This is a 13.56% increase as compared to 2024, and I absolutely nailed this one. If you go back and look at the last week of December, which was a Thursday when we tracked this number, Merry Christmas, that number was 2,903. And so we lost about 150 homes on the market between Christmas and New Year's, and that's why I'm telling you I absolutely nailed this available inventory number. Bravo, Scott. Let's see how we did on the interest rates here. Bold prediction number 2 is interest rates, because it plays such a major role in our current real estate environment. And my bold prediction is that to end 2025, we're going to be around 6.5% on our 30-year fixed rate average. All right, not quite as impressive on the interest rate prediction. I told you 6.5 is where we would end the year. We actually ended up at 6.15 to close out 2025. However, I have to tell you how we get here, and it's my video, so I'm gonna give some qualifiers here. I told you in the rest of the 2025 bold predictions, we would spend the year between 6.25 up to 7.25 and end the year in the middle there at 6.5. Now that we've experienced the year, what happened was we were down to 6.15 and up to just 7.05. So we were just a little bit downward from what I predicted we would see for the year. And I really think that's what's gonna tell the tale for our average sales price here. And again, I'm all about qualifiers, and I'm gonna give myself partial credit here, because if you look at the 52-week average for all of 2025, our average 30-year fixed rate mortgage was at 6.59% over the course of the year. So I told you it would end there. We didn't end there, but that was the average for the 52 weeks we experienced in 2025. Let's talk about sales prices. Bold prediction 2025, number 3. What happens with sales prices? I think they come down by 3%. All right, there you have it. The last bold prediction of 2025 was that sales prices would be down 3%. Got this one way wrong. We were up 4% on our average sales price in Shelby County in 2025. So why did that happen? I even said in the bold predictions that a change in interest rates would make all of those bold predictions wrong. We just talked about how we spent the year just a little bit lower than I predicted. And by the way, at the end of the day, home appreciation is a good thing, so you're welcome for good news. And I got this one wrong, but as I mentioned, I gave you that qualifier last year. Let's take a look at what I said in the 2025 bold predictions summary. The big picture here is that all of this really flips on its head if our interest rates do indeed come down to and I'm happy to put this together and tell you what I'm seeing right now. That's mostly what we're talking about, is the current trajectory of things. And at the end of the year, I'll put together my bold predictions recap and tell you how we did. All right, and now we've done so. Our 2025 bold predictions, I give you numbers that I can be held accountable to. How did we do? It's all right here on display for you. It's fun for me to put these together and see how the year shakes out. It's fun for me to show you these recaps and where I was right, where I was wrong. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll stay tuned for the 2026 bold predictions coming at you soon.